Devin Haney takes shots at Regis Prograis, says he should retire. Says Regis Prograis has no chin, no chance should he continue in boxing. It all started with a tweet that Regis Prograis put out where he proclaims, "No, I'm not retiring. I will be champion again. Hashtag Rougarou." Devin Haney seen this and he responded, "Regis, retire, bro." So Devin is saying it's basically over. Now, there was also another post where it says, salute to Regis Prograis, who will likely end his boxing career, which we now know is not the case because he just, from the horse's mouth, said he's not retiring after a loss to Jack Catterall. Took on all comers, won 2 titles, and was regularly in entertaining fights. Wouldn't mind seeing him in bare knuckle. Devin Haney responded to this. It says, he don't have a chin. Bare knuckle fights aren't for him. He needs to become an amateur boxing coach, USA Boxing. Right? And then he also goes on, and I'll probably make a separate video about this, but he requests a fight with Jack Catterall. Now, I find these comments to be a bit weird, I guess you could say, from Devin Haney. Well, for starters, you beat him fair and square. I was at the fight. You dropped him. You beat him. Hometown fight. Everything went well, you know? And it seems like probably this is one of those moments where you should take the high road, because what do you look like having the fight that you just had with Ryan Garcia, and then you're bashing somebody else who kind of did the same thing as you know, and got dropped. Like, let's compare. Regis Prograis got dropped twice. He dropped Catterall once, even though it was a little bit, I don't really know that Regis's knockdown was really a true knockdown, but you know, whatever, a punch landed, fine. So the point I'm making is Regis Prograis got dropped. He was hurt, badly hurt in round 9 with Jack Catterall, and he got back up. Devin Haney on record got dropped 3 times. It was more like 5, 8 times or something else. But on record, they said it was three knockdowns, and Devin got back up versus Ryan Garcia. Now, the only difference is Ryan popped for Osterine after the fight, and Jack Catterall didn't. But then there's also different nuanced things, like Ryan and Devin both rehydrate a lot. Jack Catterall did all this, and he didn't even he didn't have to try to weight bully Regis Prograis. He just kind of won off skills in the back half of the fight, right? So this is why I'm saying it probably makes more sense to sit this one out. You're reaming Regis Prograis and saying that he has no chin for bare knuckle, which he's expressed interest in doing. But then at the same time, people are questioning your chin from the Ryan Garcia fight because you never really seemingly recovered from round 1. Plus, like I said, you've already beaten him in competition. People are now also questioning the legitimacy of that win. Not saying that Devin didn't win, but they're wondering how good Regis Prograis really was, because it's to the point now where like his biggest fights he's kind of lost to Josh Taylor, to Devin Haney, and then Jack Catterall. So people are reassessing that particular win for Devin Haney. Like, how good was Regis Prograis to begin with? Because he was also coming off a abysmal hometown performance versus Danilito Zorrilla. And it's just weird, these comments. It's like, it almost seems like an insecure thing from Devin Haney, like getting on social media and putting out some of the stuff that he's saying I ruined Regis Prograis. So what did Zorrilla do? Because he got his hands on him before you, and most people thought Regis lost that fight. So he also lost to Josh Taylor, and that was in the World Boxing Super Series. So how do you just claim credit for ruining him when I just named 2 other fights? One on record he lost. The second one, people know that he lost, and he just got a hometown first fight with Eddie Hearn, you know, hometown decision kind of thing. And then you're claiming credit. So So I feel like these are distasteful comments from Devin Haney. I understand Regis Prograis has taken shots at Devin Haney, but these fighters gotta get better PR people or get PR people, because I do believe that your brand and your image is closely aligned. And sometimes we see fighters speak on certain matters, and coming from said fighter at a given time, because keep in mind, boxing is about timing. Life is about timing. I feel like these are just weird comments. You know, the timing from Devin Haney, like people are still pretty much criticizing you from the Ryan Garcia fight, and then you're taking a guy who's clearly like in the doldrums of his career. He's now lost to you and had a back-to-back loss to Jack Catterall, and then you choose, like, let me weigh in on that and kick a man while he's down. Like, it's just, to me, it's weird. And there's been other, like, boxing incidents. Like, I give credit to Shakur Stevenson for this. Before it was, because keep in mind, it was weeks before we found out Ryan even tested positive. But despite Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson having an exchange of words, I think to the point where Devin Haney says Shakur's mama was a B word on social media. When Devin initially lost to Ryan Garcia, Shakur could have easily done the same thing that Devin is doing to Regis Prograis, saying, yo, this dude's been taking shots at me, so I'm about to pile drive him and, you know, try to make it worse and, you know, do the easy thing. But credit to Shakur Stevenson, Shakur actually kept it cool, and he just kind of gave Ryan props initially, and he didn't really dog out Devin Haney and say, oh, Devin sucks or anything like that. But it shows you a bit of Devin's character, how he's responding to Regis losing. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you could do the classier thing and just probably like let Regis Prograis, he already has a lot of pieces to pick up, right? And like, here's another example. Let's say Tyson Fury. Wilder got knocked out by Zelle Zhang. Tyson Fury and Wilder clearly have a trilogy and a rivalry. Tyson Fury could have got there and, you know, started screaming like, aha, you lost to Zelle Zhang, you're a bum Dasa, or when Joshua lost to Dubois. But if you look at it, Tyson Fury, you know, in the interim, he didn't really dog out Anthony Joshua getting knocked out by Daniel Dubois like he's done in the past. And he didn't do that to Deontay Wilder. But then you look at Devin Haney, who's kind of in a weird career position in terms of how his brand is being viewed after the Ryan Garcia fight. And this is what he chooses to do. More coming soon.